Well, hello everyone, it's Rick Passek, FlyFish Fanatic. Just thought I'd do a quick little information video for you guys. Just something that I've been doing for about 3.5, maybe 4 years now. It's just a different way, or my way, how's that, of collecting throat samples from fish when I'm out on the water, and then bringing them home, and I do a log and stuff like that online. I have an online log that I do, but I just thought I'd go through what I do, just so you guys can see what I do and see if it's something that you'd like to do, and maybe you guys can adopt it as well. So let's get going. Alrighty, so like I was saying, what I do is I went out and I bought at Michael's these little glass jars. We've all seen these glass jars, right? But at Michael's, I get them by the dozen. So I think there's 12 or something like that for $12.99 at Michael's. I'll come over here, right? And what I do is I'll number them. Oh, come this way. I'll number them, right? Run through however many I can fit in my little case here. So this is my little case that I take out on the boat, right? And I have them numbered. Hopefully you guys can see this, but I have them numbered 1 through 11 because that's all I could fit in here is 11. Can't quite get 12. And then throughout the day, I'll take throat samples, right? So as an example, this was 2 days ago. It's not the best set of throat samples, but 2 days ago, right? So that one there is full of scuds and a couple of chironomids in there, right? And so that was the first sample. And then a couple of fish later, second sample, this guy was practically empty. Had two little tiny little shrimp in there, right? And then a couple of fish later, number 3, this guy was loaded with shrimp, right? Just loaded. And then 4 and 5 and 6 and so on, right? So I had another one loaded with little baby shrimp. This guy was loaded with whatever. It's like really loaded up shrimp. There's a couple of see if I can't really get it turned, but there's a chrome and red chironomid in there as well. But right, so that's what I'll do throughout the day. Normally I wouldn't keep them this long. It's about 3 days old. I dump them out, but yeah, and I'll keep them like this and in my boat, and I'll just label on. I can see the progression throughout the day of what they're feeding on. I've noticed in the last couple of weeks with fishing here in central BC around the Kamloops area that in the mornings they seem to be smaller. The chironomids, as an example, seem to be smaller. More chrome and greens involved in the mornings, and then throughout the day, as the day progresses into that 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm finding that the chironomids have gotten larger, darker, still kind of chromy, but with more of a gunmetal look, or that ASB or the anti-static bag kind of look, right, to them. In the mornings, they're more like a little bit dark with lime green ribbing and a little bit of black ribbing, chromed in the very early in the morning. I've been finding that. And I've been finding that now for 5 or 6 lakes in a row, at least this year, that they seem to be smaller and more chromy in the morning, and then they get a little larger and a little larger and a little larger, and green to blacks to like gunmetals to blacks to, so from greens to grays to gunmetals to blacks as the day progresses, and bigger. I had, unfortunately, I didn't keep them but I did take pictures of them. So if I can remember, I'll put it into this video. By like 1 o'clock on a couple of lakes, I'm getting size 8s and size 10s, like massive bomber chironomids. So, so far, not a lot of other things other than chironomids and scuds. I did at one lake that I went to, all the fish were absolutely loaded with baby damsels. Yeah, so I just thought I'd just share that. Like I said, it's just a little thing. This thing is separate. I think these are about $3 or $4. It's a pencil case. And then these bottles I get a dozen of them for, I think it's a dozen or 14 or something like that for $12.99 at Michael's. They're 10 mil, so you can get them on Amazon as well. 10 milliliter bottles and with the lids. And then, like I said, I just mark the numbers on the lids, and that way I know throughout the day. And then what I do is I come home and I'll write a little note to myself on a little app that I have that, how I've done that day, what the weather was like, temperature, wind, direction, what depth I was fishing, colors, chironomid colors or others. I've been doing really, really, really well on like vampire leeches and stuff. Even when they're feeding on chironomids, I've had a few days where, especially a couple of days ago, where I threw every chironomid. I matched everything that came out of them, throat samples, but everything that I caught them on was leeches, right? So I don't know. So, but I just thought I'd share that with you. Hope you guys like that, and we'll see you guys on the next tying video or out on the water. Tie lines, everyone.